Hello, I am making this video out of pure desperation, an act of protest even. You see, this past whole month, I have been haunted by Disney's Wish. Everywhere I go on YouTube, everywhere I go, this movie haunts me. This movie haunts me in the form of advertisement everywhere, every video, every timeline, every time I scroll. Back to back, I get an ad for this godforsaken movie. So, since I can't exactly run away from ads, I'm hoping I can bully them away in some way. Ladies and gentlemen, in this video, I'm going to be roasting the heck out of Wish. However, I am not going to be discussing its plot nor its songs. I think it is very clear that if you type Wish on the YouTube search bar, you will find videos upon videos upon videos detailing everything wrong with its plot and music. No. I'm going to be focusing on something different. I want to share with you all some details I've noticed in the movie and how these small little attempts at world building completely crumble the whole movie the more you think about it. So join me as I add more fuel to this dumpster fire, exposing the little details that further ruined this movie. And also maybe bring a new perspective because I haven't really seen many people talk about these details. Only a select few, and hopefully I can share it more because honestly this is really interesting. I also hope this could be enough to break my ad curse. Please, I swear to God, please, if I have to hear the song I'm a Star once again, I will die. Alright, little detail that bothered me number 1, astronomy. So throughout the movie they constantly mention space, outer space, and that stuff, but they never do anything with it. Aside from Star, the concept of, the space beyond is never used in the story whatsoever. It doesn't affect the world, it doesn't affect the magic system, the bare bones magic system it has. It doesn't do anything. Aside from Star, space is just mentioned because space is cool. It's very clear that they want to do something with space, but nothing comes from it. Nothing. I mean, this is literally a huge missed opportunity. They could have used, this could have been, a good chance to use, astrology aspects, too. Some cool astrology magic effective with, the placements of stars and that stuff. That would have been really cool. But they don't do that. Again, the concept of space itself, aside from Star, is just related to a shout-out, a mention. And also, it also just gives, the vague implication that the kingdom is, modern, but it doesn't look modern at all. They know about space, but they don't know anything about space. It's weird. Speaking of magic, though, let's move on to detail number 2 that bothered me. The magic system. Yeah, it's very vague and bare bones. It's literally just there to be ooh, look, magic. What I mean is that usually magic in films, that's at least explained in a way, Sometimes they even have a theme. And by theme, I mean, water magic, fire magic. This magic overall is just overall magic. There is no rules, there's no setting, nothing. It's just good and silly. I can't even say good because, there's no good magic. All the good magic is just silly. So there's just silly and forbidden magic. That's it. That is the deepness, that is the duality of the magic system. And it's just so bland. It's just not exciting. It's not even worth gawking at. To put it simply, the whole magic itself feels like an afterthought, which is funny because it's kind of like the center of the whole movie, but it genuinely feels like there was just no thought input and it was just thrown in there. Okay, let's just add silly magic because this is Disney after all. Yeah. Let's move on to detail number 3 that has been personally bothering me the most. So, early in the movie, we are introduced to the king and the queen. The queen always addresses her husband as mi rey, which is, my king. And here's the thing, people who usually say my king are people who are, lower rank than the king. But when the king addresses his wife, He calls her mi amor, my love. So, like, does the queen not view herself as an equal to the king? The man she's been married to for like many years? And who has ruled with her for many years? Like, I don't know if this was an early indication of Disney trying to, like, point, like, look, king bad because queen doesn't view herself as equal. But here's the thing. The king always treats her like an equal. Again, he addresses her as his love. And even in a part of the movie where he was tempted to, like, open the forbidden book, he didn't. Why? Because he listened to his wife, his equal. So her just not seeing that, it's just, I don't know, it just feels wrong. It kind of makes it worse in the movie because when the movie ends, she's triumphant and sends her husband to the dungeon because that's what you deserve. But, like, this is the man that has been treating you like an equal for how many years you guys been married? Probably many, I don't know. He has treated you like an equal, seen you as his, partner. Like, there has been no instance where the king has treated a queen bad, except for that one time he throws a spell at her. But at this time, we all know that he is corrupted by the forbidden magic. So, why? Why portray this inferiority if it doesn't exist in the first place? Alright, detail number 4, the kingdom's name. I did kind of rant about it in my last video about Wish, but, so the kingdom's name is Rosas, right? Okay, cool. What does the kingdom have to do with roses? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. The kingdom itself doesn't look like a rose. There are no roses in Rosas, funny enough. There's no theme with rose anywhere. Heck, even the color palette of the kingdom is not even related to a rose, because there's, like, no red. It's mostly more blue with that stuff. I'm coming from this from memory, by the way, but, like, yeah, this name just, it just feels like they put it there because, ooh, guys, look, pretty Spanish word. But, like, yeah, you can even look into the symbolism of roses and, like, maybe make some connection there, but even so, that's a stretch. Like, it is a stretch. And I know this is, like, a small detail to, like, rant about, but symbolisms and, like, little details are very important to a story. They kind of, like, help build the world more. And the fact that, like, the name for, like, the main kingdom, the main setting is just thrown in there because, ooh, Spanish word, it just infuriates me, man. Like, you have so many options. Heck, there could have been even better flowers that's, like, good replacements for and, like, a good, like, symbolism for, like, the kingdom and the whole bare bones of a plot. But no, you just throw in roses there because, ooh, pretty flower. And again, I must admit, maybe that's not what they thought when they named the kingdom Roses, but it really feels like it did. It really feels like it is because of how out of place it feels, Again, no real symbolism at all. I just realized the rose could just be, like, a reference to Beauty and the Beast or something. Even that's a stretch! Alright, we're moving on. We're almost there, gamers. We're almost done. Anyways, point number 5. Quote-unquote diversity. So, the reason why I put diversity in quotation marks is because this movie is also just bare bones diversity. You think that, okay, so, in the beginning of the movie, it's made very clear that people from all over the world come to the Kingdom of Rosas, live there and have their wishes be granted, and that stuff. You think that such a diverse place would have, different architectures from the different parts of the world and that stuff. You think there would be, like, a huge cultural match, and it would be represented in clothing, background, ways of speaking. Heck, you think that maybe even some characters would have, like, accents that, they show that, like, oh, they just recently came here, or that stuff. You think that, but no. The only diversity here is, like, look, that person looks like you. Diversity, yay. Which, that is just the bare minimum of diversity, dude. That is literally the bare minimum. That is literally just the definition of brownie points. Like, you could do such a cool setting with like a culture mash. Like I'm pretty sure they did this too in Big Hero 6, mixing San Francisco with Tokyo, You could have you could have created such cool environments. But no. All diversity is regulated to is your skin color. Yay. Alright, we're up to the final detail that bothered me when I finished this movie. And this is aimed towards the main character, Asha. I think it is very obvious that she does not have a personality aside of helping people. Which sucks because there were like instances where she could have interests in anything else, but they don't do anything with that. They don't give her anything. Here, let me explain. So, at the start of the movie and in the fairly beginning, she mentions that she wants to be the king's apprentice and that she's interested in the stars because her dad was an astronomer or some sort like that. I just remember that her dad likes stars too. So, so I thought, oh, okay, she's gonna be interested in magic because, in order to be the king's apprentice, I think you kind of have to study magic too. He is a sorcerer after all, and she might be interested in the stars, astrology, astronomy, that stuff. But no, she just wants to help people. And it sucks because, like, if you literally gave her those two interests and expanded on that, you could have made her a much better character. At least you would have given her more than just I like to help people. These two little snidgets of interest just scream missed potential. What actually happens in the movie though is that she literally has no interest in magic. She just wants to help people and make everyone's dreams come true. But like, here's the thing, then she gets rewarded with a wand with magic, and like she's not shown any interest in magic whatsoever. She doesn't know how to use magic, and she has not learned how to use magic whatsoever. She just wants what's good for the people. And let me remind you all that you don't really need magic to help people. You don't really need magic to be a good person. It just feels like an obligatory reward. It just feels like, oh, main character 1, here's magic you literally had no interest nor have any need for, but here you go. And that's it. That's essentially all the main details that bothered me after my viewing of the witch film. And honestly, it just shows how much this film was butchered in the process of making. Like, details like this, little details are supposed to, accentuate the story more and that stuff. They're supposed to, add more to the world. But here, they just create more contradictions, confusion, and honestly, it's just sad. And honestly, some of these just feel like unfinished concepts, if anything. The queen referring to the king as my rey, my king, instead of her love, could have been an indication that their marriage wasn't going well, but the movie shows otherwise. The little interest that Asha has could have given her more motivation throughout the film to continue the plot, but no, she's just a nice person. The film is just so pathetic, man. It's so sad to look at. But let's leave it at that. What do you guys think? Do you guys agree with my points, or do you have any other details that you want to point out that I've missed? Leave it on the comments below. I'd love to. I read all the comments, and I'd love to see what you guys think. And yeah, that's it. Disney, please leave me alone. I don't want wish ads anymore.